Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. In today's video, I'm just going to kind of bring you up to date on what we've been doing for the past week. For starters, in my daughter's bedroom, we're repainting that. That's all that she's asked for Christmas so far. We're going to do like a light gray color with some beautiful white trim. That's not going to be in this video. It will probably be in the next video. So if you like this, just hit that subscribe button and just follow up with me. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We've been cleaning up. We've got lots of tools that we got to put away and stuff, but we're not going to deal with that right now. We're going to jump on into doing some meal prep. This is just some ideas that I've come up with from my husband's lunches. He likes to take his lunch. It's better food, it's better for you, and it's a whole lot cheaper than going out and buying your lunch every day. In this first crock pot here, I have some beef tips. I've just added salt and pepper and a little bit of A1 sauce. And in the next pot, I have a beef roast. I have done the same thing with it. I've added the salt and pepper and some A1 sauce, and I like to let these cook on slow for a few hours overnight. And I'm gonna let them cool off, and then I'm gonna be adding some brown gravy to the beef pot roast, and then I'm gonna add some different things to the beef tips. So just watch and pay attention to how I do that, and I'll let you know what I'm doing as I go along in the video. While this beef pot roast is still hot, I'm gonna go ahead and add the brown gravy to it and put it in a bowl and put it in the fridge and let it cool off for the next day. The next thing I'm going to do is start some rice. I like to use this bull in the bag rice because it just seems like it comes out so much better than the other. I don't know, maybe I just can't cook rice, but this is just what we like. This is what we prefer. So I'm going to fix up some of that. The next thing I'm going to work on is these beef tips. I'm going to be adding some butter to my pan. I like to put that in there first, and then I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce. Yes, I probably said that wrong. I do every time. And then I'm going to add some Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce, and then I'm going to add some honey. And I'm going to let this cook down for a little bit. The last thing that I do to this is I add in some brown sugar. I like to do this at the end for some reason. It just seems like it gives it a sweeter flavor. I'm going to also just put this in a bowl and set it in the fridge overnight and let all the flavors soak in together. It just makes it taste a whole lot better that way. The next thing I'm going to start on is some hamburger meat. I'm going to do this for some tacos. You can either use it for tacos, you can use it for a chip and dip. It just depends on what you have handy. If you have tortilla shells, if you have chips. Most of the time I usually have those like all the time. And that's a good lunch to quick and grab and just go. to rinse my hamburger meat off before I put it back in the pot to put the taco seasoning in there. I just do not like greasy meat. It's way healthier for you if you rinse all that grease off. Pretty much the only thing that I add to this is my taco seasoning, salt and pepper, and I just let that cook down. Pretty much all that I add to my rice is some butter, some salt and pepper. That's pretty much all that I do to it. I don't like a lot of seasoning in my rice for some reason. I just like it just salted and peppered and buttered, and that's it. I don't know if y'all remember, but in my last video, I had went to Big Lots and they had this farmhouse style tree sign. I'm not sure exactly what you would call it, but it was a Christmas decor sign that was talking about Christmas trees for sale. And I absolutely loved it, but I was not gonna spend almost $40 on it. So I remembered that I had this that I had got from Kirkland's last year, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this. I'm going to make this. So we're gonna do a little bit of crafting. I'm not gonna do like the whole reveal yet. I've still got to finish it up in the next video, so stay tuned for that. But let's get started. I don't know if any of y'all have a Cricut, but if you like to craft, this is one of the machines that you absolute must have. I love it. I make t-shirts with it. I do baby shower gifts with it. I make banners with it. There is just so much that you can make with this machine. It is fantastic. Normally you wouldn't do it this way by pulling each little piece off. Usually use transfer paper, but in order to do what I wanted to do, I actually had to like spread it out to fit, because your Cricut only allows you to do it so far apart from each other. So it took me a little bit of time, but I like the way it turned out. Hopefully you will too. Okay guys, since it's the next day and everything is cooled off, I'm gonna go ahead and throw these lunches together right fast. The first thing that I started out with was the beef pot roast and gravy. I added that to the rice, and then I'm also going to add some lima beans that I had left over. I just usually fix these in some chicken broth and some butter, and my husband loves them. I'll throw in a little bit of cornstarch just to give it like a gravy consistency. So I'm gonna add these to the lunches. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do. Maybe like a meat and a side or two. I'm basically doing the same thing with the taco meat. I'm just gonna add the taco meat, and then I'll throw in some cheese, just whatever kind of cheese you like. Some people like sharp cheddar, mild, Fiesta blend. It just depends on what you like. But I just give a good portion size of that. And then you can add a tortilla shell in there if you like, or you can add some chips. If you don't want your chips in there, just put them in a little Ziploc bag or another container, whatever you have handy, and it works really good. It's just a fast, simple, quick lunch, and it's cheap. This pretty much wraps up this video. If you guys like this video, I hope you do. Please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you come and follow. I hope everybody has a blessed week, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.